everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's weekly vlog is about some books we got at Hastings, or I got at Hastings. Let's show you. Alright, the first one is a Better Homes and Gardens book, Cabinets and Shelves. I am thinking of working with my dad, making some cabinets and bookcases and whatnot, you know, for craft fair or my future home or to sell, whatever. I marked each chapter with a flag. I'll show you where the rest of them are in a second. Cute little ideas like this. This is awesome. It holds, you know, ribbons or washi tape, whatever. It has a place to hang baskets. I like it. Nice little nook area. Window seat. Shelves for kitchens. Ow. Okay. This is instructions for installing wall-mounted open shelving. So they teach you like step by step for some things. Let's see. Chains and bolts you could use. Adhesive clips you could use. Let's see. Making shelves out of found objects, you know, like this has flue pipes. This is old encyclopedias, wine crates, classic shelving unit, building a plate shelf with the knobs for mugs, an arch niche, a recessed shelf, under stair shelves, which would be good, kitchen cabinets, behind the curtain. It's got all these freaking shelves for your glassware, your plates, your bowls, your saucers, wine maybe. And you just have it's open shelves recessed into the wall, and it has curtains in front of it. I already knew. And let's see. Does it show any of the pull-out drawers I want? No, but this is a cabinet corner base. Looks like it's got a Lazy Susan turntable inside. Cat, would you stop playing with that right there at my feet? Now here, it shows shelves that you just push in onto the pins and leave it. But instead of having them pinned up, you can have slide out drawers instead. Like here, this one has it. The drawer glide. So you can have your cutting board up there if you want. spice rack, adjustable. That would be good. Yeah, here's another one. It shows the slide out drawer. It's a very, very thin one, kinda. So that's okay. I'm getting the glare from the light. Oh well. It just goes on and on and on to show you, even with the baskets. Hanging, the wire baskets hanging from the wire structure. That's awesome. A wine rack. Different kind of woods, different kind of skills that you can use. Here's the glossary, which I've marked. And that is this book. The next book is The Creative Homeowner. It's called Backyard Homesteading. A Back to Basics Guide to Self-Sufficiency. And I don't really have these tabbed by chapter, but I want to show you this. I have right here a kind of guide, you know. Yellow highlighter is look up, orange highlighter is ask about, pink highlighter is important, blue highlighter is interesting to me. Lay down, Marty. Okay, so the first chapter is getting started. It tells you over here what you're going to be learning about. And I have highlighted what is interesting to me, what is important. And this one you see more. You see all 4 colors. I have to ask about the benefits of becoming more self-sufficient in your food production. I have to look up chicken and goat care. I highlighted why it's important for a healthy lifestyle. I highlighted the Bee Club in yellow because I have to look that up. And I highlighted some points in the right stuff section. Like, if you raise animals for meat, you'll have to learn killing and butchering techniques. A job not for the faint-hearted. Both are skills best learned under the guidance of someone experienced to avoid messy and potentially traumatizing mistakes. I marked that as pink because it's very important. It's not really interesting to me because I don't want to really kill them. But might have to one day if I'm gonna have chicken and dumplings. And then marked this in blue because it's not really important, but it's just interesting. Like, Launching a garden in the spring involves intensive labor. Adrian.
Sorry, but there's this dog that snores and he goes.
You're loud. I'm over here trying to film, trying to talk, and I'm talking normally, and all I hear is, you know?
Lose the attitude. It's not attractive.
I'm not trying to have an attitude, but I'm trying to film. Oh, alright. Launching a garden in the spring involves intensive labor, especially as you rush to break ground and plant your first season. Rest assured it gets easier. An established garden requires less work as time goes on. But it does take maintenance. If a garden is going to be productive, don't expect to just throw the seeds in the ground and come back to pick the tomatoes. Weeding, mulching, pruning, watering, feeding, and staking are just a few of the essential chores. That's why starting small and growing incrementally is a good idea. Too ambitious a farmstead could bury you before you've learned the tricks of the trade and can work efficiently. And as most of you know, incrementally means just little by little. And here I've highlighted some more stuff that I need to reread over and over and find out what works for me. And this is just these are just some things that you need to think about and consider when you plan your layout. First thing is just drawing it over and over. Maybe move things around, find out what you like. Then you make a final drawing, final design. Then you make a model, which is down here, 3D model. And do a final check of your plans. Find out where you're going to have the water lines, find out where you're going to have the electricity, and put that into your model, your drawing, your plan. And you might just find out you might have made a mistake or something, and you can change it right then. Plan for your plants. Like, let's see. There's one about corn. Yeah. Corn reaches its full height late in the season and can otherwise be a space waster. Planting squash between the corn rows keeps down weeds and frees up ground for other uses. Now that I highlighted in pink is very useful information. And scale. Small gardens tend to be neat gardens. If you are new to gardening, start small and expand as you learn the ropes. It pays to learn what size plot you can handle. Start too large and you might get overwhelmed and discouraged. And this is the page I'm on now. Planning for fruit trees and brambles. And these are the post-it notes I got. They went to Dave & Buster's on Saturday. On Saturday, and for Adrian's late birthday getaway. And these are the flags I use for the chapters of the other book. And these are what I use, you know, in different passages, like here. Find out where to go for chicken goat care info. And here where it says, read and take notes thoroughly, highlight. Just simple information. And here I have one for chickens. Here I have one for goats. So that helps. And this one here, I used to write down what plants I could use, which ones I want, the blue, which ones I'm thinking of, the orange highlight. So we'll see how that goes. I keep this in the spot where I'm highlighting. So if I need to write a note, I can just pick one of these, write a note real quick, stick it in. I'm going to do the same with the other one, the other book. After planning for fruit trees, create an edible landscape section. You know, we tend to think plants are either decorative or edible, but in fact, many are both. You know, edible flowers, you know, stuff like that. Rooftop gardening, I won't have to worry about that, so I'll probably just get the page. Water supply, collecting rainwater. Micro irrigation systems, which I'll probably thoroughly go over that, because I'm probably going to put a hose in my garden with little holes in it, and you know, all that. Electricity, lighting, and these are all the tools you could use. A small shed, you know, to keep all your garden supplies, your seeds, if you want to put your seeds in there. And these are shed construction tips. And here is your materials list. It's pretty cool that they keep it all together. A large shed. Foundation and floor, materials list. Chapter 2, raising vegetables and herbs. This section is deciding what to grow, mapping the garden. How much should you plant? This table is for that. Companion planting, succession planting, crop rotation, so that the soil doesn't get too used up. The nutrients won't be completely gone from the soil. Timing. Companion plant influences. Preparing the ground, working with a tiller, mulching, double digging, which I'll have to look at. Improving your soil, compost recipe, curing, build your own 3-bin composter, testing your soil, lime in the fall. Before the ground freezes, you know. Planting your vegetable plots, seeding techniques. Transplanting. Know your zone. See Mississippi. Bottom part is brown. So it's AB. That's cool. Saving the seed. And hybrid seeds. Let's see. Weed defense. And this is a vegetables plant section. It shows you what the vegetables look like. And it tells you about temperature, soil, spacing, all that. This shows gardening through the seasons. This is spring. It's pretty bare because it's spring. Summer, you start to see all the different kinds of plants you can have in summer. Here's fall. There's not many, but that's okay. And this is where you want to start covering most of the beehive, which will save it for, well, it'll insulate your beehive for winter. This is all about herbs. Basil, chives, coriander, dill, lemongrass, mint, oregano, rosemary, parsley, sage, tarragon, thyme. Chapter 3, growing fruits, berries, and nuts. Get your mind out of the gutter, please. Okay. Maintenance. The big or small trees. There are such things as dwarf trees. The fruits are the same size, but let's see. They're not as tasteful, I guess you could say. All about tree anatomy, when to prune, care, mulching, sanitation, and this gives a list of the fruit trees, plant by plant. I can't wait to have my own garden. can't work in the ones we have here at the apartment because they use Miracle Grow. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to go to the hospital. These are bramble fruits, you know, like blackberries, strawberries. Here, the nuts, the chestnuts, the hazelnut, walnut, pecan. Mom and Dad used to have a pecan tree. Okay, raising chickens. You have to be sure what the code is for your area. How many chickens can you have? Four questions that you can think about. Will the chickens cause odor problems? Will the feed and waste attract rats and mice? Will the chicken house and pen be an eyesore? How far from neighbors should the chickens be? These are different chicken coops that you can have. And choosing a breed. And this will tell you all about the breeds. Never knew there were so many breeds. Here's another diagram of a coop. A high adjustable feeder will cut back on chicken feed hitting the ground. Won't be completely gone, but it'll keep them from kicking it all over the place. At least one nesting box per 3 hens. I would do one for each hen you have, because they would probably fight. These are like chicken tractors, where you can pull them around your yard, you know, like from one spot to another. Give them a bit of, what's it called? Change of scenery. That's a nice, simple chicken coop. Getting started, incubating your own eggs. You can buy fertilized eggs from most hatcheries. The eggs can be shipped, but expect some breakage. If at all possible, pick up the eggs yourself. Also expect to hatch males and females. There is no practical way of knowing the sex of a fertilized egg. Fertilized eggs can be sorted for up to 10 or stored for up to 7 days at 40 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't store them in a refrigerator. It's too cold for embryos. Chicken eggs hatch in 21 days. Success depends on maintaining a temperature of 99.5 degrees at or minus 2 degrees, having adequate humidity and some ventilation, and turning the eggs. The latter is necessary to keep the embryo from attaching to the eggshell. You can purchase a home incubator that holds up to 7 eggs. Some incubators maintain the correct temperature and turn the eggs. And of course, some incubators have settings for hatching duck, pheasant, and quail eggs as well. You can also get chicks. Let's see. You can order chicks online from a hatchery. Chicks cost as little as $2 each when ordered in lots of 25 or more. But when ordering 5 chicks or less, you'll pay $3 to $4 each. The newly hatched chicks are shipped via express mail and will be held at the post office for you to pick up. Oh, wow. Okay. You might be wondering, how do chicks survive shipping without food or water? Well, this says they ingest the egg yolk before hatching and can feed off of it for 3 days after hatching. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I never knew that before. And here's eggs. If you want a lot of eggs from your chickens, the ones that do not lay eggs or shirkers usually have to be called out, killed. Yeah, it can be horrible at times. Let's see. Chicken health. The fresh egg test. A fresh egg will sink like a stone when placed in water because its interior is filled with yolk and albumin. As it ages, especially when stored in an arid environment, the interior begins to evaporate and the egg draws in air. If not enough air is pulled in, the interior begins to rot, creating even more captive gas. The simple test determines freshness. Fresh egg sinks, all is well, your egg is farm fresh. An older but still acceptable egg will stand up in the water, still good eating. A rotten egg floats, handle with care. That's good to know. Cleaning eggs. This is for when you want to eat them or when you want to sell them. Although an eggshell appears solid, it has like 8,000 pores to convey oxygen to the chick. This is also for if you want to make sure the egg stays clean so that the chick will actually hatch. But overwashing can do more harm than good. It could actually make the egg more bacterially vulnerable than it was before it was washed. Many flock owners avoid washing all but the dirtiest eggs. Oh, that's cool. Okay, and these are eggs for sale. Sorry, my throat's killing me right now.
Take a drink.
I want that coffee right now. Cold coffee. This is talking about turkeys and quail. Raising goats. Aren't they cute? Let me look at them. These are cute. Alright, so this book has pretty much everything you can imagine. Look at those little eyes and the face. So cute. The thing about all of this is that I was scratched by a chicken, like when I was like...
You was spurred by a rooster.
It's still a chicken.
Yeah, we'll get the gender right.
I wasn't talking about gender. What was I saying? Yeah, I was burned. And we had chicken dumplings that night. Because my uncles went out there and they killed that thing. So I didn't go near chickens for a while, except this old hen named Myrtle. And she was more of a cat than she was a chicken.
Yeah. Whenever she saw somebody, she'd actually sit still on the fence for someone to pet her.
Aiden, just because you're right across the room doesn't mean you have to raise your voice.
Sorry.
They can hear you. But yeah, like Adrian said, she would just lay there and let you pet her. So I'm starting to get used to chickens. Starting to get to the point where I want to have chickens of my own now. And it shows geese in this book. It talks about them. I will not have a goose, for a while because of my grandfather's geese. One of them, the gander, he would chase you all over for no apparent reason. And he would peck at you. He's left bruises, he's left knots. Mom jacked his jaw because he left a knot on Adrian.
Yeah, she kicked and didn't miss.
Yeah.
And Papa nearly had goose for supper. Because of what that one did.
Yep. So, I'm staying away from geese for a while. But chickens are fair game now. It's pretty bad that I made that ironic comment. But yeah, that is what I'm doing with these. I am looking through them and try to learn as much as I can about chicken, goats, farming, gardening, all that. This is running almost 40 minutes now. Okay, so I'm going to let you go and I shall see you Monday. Yep. Alright. Bye.